And we're live! Hello all, and welcome back to the INVICTUS Dream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with my elaborate friend, Justin.
Good evening.
My elated friend, Michael.
I'm just so elated.
My excitable friend, Chris. And my Excelsior friend, Alex.
Excelsior? I don't even know what that means. But did you say INVICTUS Dream?
We are back with the Strange Game 1, Part 10! The finale. The finale. The end of it all. The quest cometh to its precipice. Thank you for being with us here on this wonderful Wednesday night. We are so excited! That's better. It has been such an adventure with you guys, doing all this stuff, reading all your ciphers and your posts and your comments and your suggestions, and playing with these kooky characters down here has been just an absolute blast. And I am saddened but excited to do this game. Tonight is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit of the game, which shouldn't last all that long. To finish it off, then we're going to start a new YouTube video, which we will link many times on the page as well as in other various formats, to the post-game discussion, where we will talk a bit about this game, and if anyone has any questions, and if you have questions for the guys or myself, or just the game in general, rules, systems, how we feel about it, anything like that, you can post them on the events page or the Facebook page, and we will answer them as we play, or as we kind of talk. But the primary reason that we're going to be coming back with a post-game discussion is to talk about the mysterious next campaign that we will be starting next week, but the week after, which is March the 23rd?
16th.
No, not next week.
The 23rd is when we start.
23rd is when we're going to be starting the next campaign. Next week we're going to be doing a one-off adventure, which is a bit of a surprise for now, but the one after that is going to be the start of a new campaign, and we're going to be talking all about that, what it's called, who's running it, what kind of excellent advice you guys can give us as a community, all right here tonight on the INVICTUS Stream! So so that's what happened tonight. This may be an 18+ show. You know what? Let's drop the maybe, make it up to a maybe. Fuck it.
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, that makes me feel good. So this is an 18+ show. So if you don't like that, sorry, that sucks. But that's how it is. Please like us on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and most importantly, join our Facebook group, which is where all the cool people hang out, as well as like the Facebook page, which is tough to find. You might have to search it at the top. And
like Anthony Helano just did seconds ago.
Well done, Anthony Helano!
Yeah.
He's going to be like, what's going on? People are shouting my name. But that's how we roll here on the INVICTUS Stream. So well done, Anthony. You get to be shouted out.
Anthony.
What the hell is going on?
Anthony!
No.
That's the I can't get an erection sound.
Anthony!
I'm funny!
Russell Peters. Russell Peters, baby.
No, that's not.
Oh, okay. No, it's not.
We do want to do a quick shout out to, well, before we get to that, I want to mention that it's something that we don't usually ask for, but because we're at the end of The Strange and we're going to be starting a new campaign, I want to ask if anyone out there, if you guys are watching, try to share or help us out anywhere. We're a small group. We don't charge on our videos. We do not put those stupid advertisements. We never plan on doing it. But because of that, we don't have the wide appeal as a lot of others that you might get from doing that, because then you can promote things like that. So we never want to do that, and it helps us a lot if you guys share what we do. If you have friends that also like role-playing games, drop a suggestion to them about a video they might like. Anything that you guys in the group or just people watching at home can do to help us out, that helps, because, like I said, I don't like ads. I hate watching video with ads. I never want to put ads on any of this shit. So if you guys help us out by, sharing the video a little bit, getting people to check us out, that helps us in that sense, exactly. So it's a lot easier than doing that if we just ask you guys as friends to maybe share the video as much as you can. Tweeting it, all that kind of bullshit helps us a lot. Thank you. Not something we normally do, but end of game, I kind of wanted to shout it out because you guys are so great, and it's such a great community, and we want to share it with as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we want to wish a big ol' happy birthday to Mr. Bob Lyle. Bob and his wife Aisha have been with us for a long time, and when I tend to remember, I like to always shout out. We like to shout out whose birthdays it is. I know we probably have missed a few, but I did happen to catch that it was Bob's, and we posted a lovely picture of Mr. Chris's bachelor party in celebration of that, and so happy birthday, Bob, and anyone else who's out there, write us, and we can read your loved ones an anniversary on stream for a minimal fee. You said, I don't want to charge anything. Pay us to get read out on stream. No, but happy birthday, Bob. Well done. If you're part of the Facebook group, you must know by now that we reward experience points, which change the way the game is played, to the most valuable post of the week. Oh. There's two horns. I meant to do this one. Which means you had a post on our group that was informative and things like that. This was a bit of a slow week, but we had a great one by Greg Bush, which was a really great post. Didn't have a lot of discussion after it, but I was really intrigued by the thought and had a really good answer to it. I can't remember who posted the answer, but again, it engaged us in a great way. You guys are fantastic with doing that kind of stuff, coming up with ideas, stuff like that. So please, keep it up. If you ever have questions about your own role-playing groups, questions for us, questions for other members, off-topic things. I know John Bowie posts a bunch of stuff that's just really funny, and it's a great way to keep the day light and keep it going fast. That's all great stuff. Keep it going. We love it. So well done, Greg, and well done everybody who helps out on the Facebook group. Can he wear out the applause button? We'll find out shortly. On that note, I was very bad this week in doing the Cipher post. Normally, this is the way it's gone. Just look at that. That's good stuff. Ooh, yeah! Yeah, that's Booyah Ready style hair. Justin can't do that.
No, that's right.
Booyah!
I can't do that.
You do it with your baseball cap things.
Yeah, I can actually.
See, now you make it cool. There you go. Yeah. I was very bad this week, and you can notice week by week that the Cipher submission posts, started off every Thursday morning and every Sunday morning. Second week, maybe Sunday went to the afternoon, and by now, I think I threw it all together yesterday and just said, "You guys vote." That's just, lazy.
That's the curse of the Cipher system. That happened also with Numenera, so
I know.
not just you.
Well, both times that was on me, so it definitely is me, because I did it with Numenera and this one. But you know what? When there's balls up in the air, you're bound to drop a few in your mouth. So you want to make sure that you're always not squeezing too tight. But the Cipher winners this week were last-minute submissions, but nonetheless, they were fantastic. We have a first, second, and third place already recorded. So without further ado, I want to win first place to a man we all know the name of, Mr. Greg Bush. For his golden mic, prepare to drop it. Look at Alex dropping in and out like a boss DJ. He is. I have not seen him go in and out so many times since I accidentally watched him having sex with his first girlfriend. Ooh, Bob Lyle, second place. For his Buddy Putty, which I just love saying. I know it's Buddy, but the T's make Buddy Putty. Very funny, and also a great one. And finally, we have Miss Aisha Lyle. I meant Miss Aisha Lyle, and then with the hum. Again, another fantastic submission. So Greg, Bob, and Aisha, you guys win first, second, and third place respectively. Everyone who entered that post gets 1 XP. You guys did a fantastic job. Everybody who entered a Cipher, whether you did it at the first week, the last week, or every week, you guys did such a great job. Give yourselves a pat on the butt. Because it really is fantastic. All of these ciphers have been put into the sidebar. If you click on description and you click on more in description, you'll see the XP sheet. You click on that and a little thing on the bottom. You know what? I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to post it as a PDF because that's really convoluted just to get the list of ciphers. But what we're going to do is we're going to export that into a list so that anyone can use them for any of their games. I also want to keep it for any games we might play in the future with the Cipher system because it's a great database of ciphers. And by the end of it, we're going to have like 100 ciphers all listed that we can just kind of roll a 1d100 at any point and pull any number they want. Doing monkey faces now?
Can I just say, I propose to the Invictus stream that we get some sort of...
I accept!
Oh, sorry.
I'm so happy right now.
Wedding bells.
I propose that we get some sort of totem that passes along to the next campaign GM.
Oh.
Like something that, like, it could be anything. It could be like a spoon or something.
I vote on the pumpkin in the background, Chris.
That I don't think will last, because that is a real pumpkin, and I've been trying to get my wife to get rid of it from Halloween. So it's still solid, and I don't know.
We could do Hubba Bubba tape.
Yeah, something that has something to do with Invictus Stream, like Hubba Bubba tape, would be perfect.
Quick, start looking around for something.
Something.
I have a broken iPod.
How about
Your guitar, Chris. Your guitar.
How about a miniature guitar?
Ooh. Yeah, they were
miniature guitar.
How about a 52 megabyte SD card?
Ooh.
with naked pictures of us on it.
I wish.
Ooh. I mean, ooh.
How about the community decides if they see anything in the background?
We'll brainstorm. I just think it'd be like a torch. We should have a literal torch that has to be lit in the house.
How about the community just makes us something?
Something in the background. Yes, take my closet door.
I will pay for shipping.
It has to be seen while you're GMing. I think that's
Well,
important.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I will pay for shipping if anyone wants. It doesn't have to be this level of craftsmanship. Again, by the fantastic Jason Jordan. I know that's your middle name, but
Brazy.
Brazy. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Brazy.
Well, it's because we have French heritage, right? We say Brazy.
Hang on. I got something that might work. But yes, keep going,
It's
Harlan.
your
in the meantime.
penis.
Well,
Doesn't work.
that's not your penis, Mike. We don't want to pass that.
No.
You keep that with you. But if anyone on the stream, and again, it doesn't have to be to this level of craftsmanship. If anyone on the stream wanted to send us something fun that you think would be quirky and fun, you could always message us, email us. I'll pay for shipping so long as it's not nuts, and we'll use it on stream as something to pass the torch. What is that? Oh, that's sexy.
Those are D20 teacup.
That's pretty cool.
But see, then the problem is we have to literally. Oh, you literally want to like go to people's
You know
houses.
what?
and pass it.
Even more, yeah, it would be funny if we put something like secret.
Yeah, well, you can put little secret notes in it.
Yeah, just to
And-
the next guy.
And then it'd be fun because at least then it'll give me a reason to be at your house other than just looking in your windows all the time.
Hey, that's a mutual relationship that we both love. I put on a good show.
You really do.
It'd be perfect. No, it'd be great. This is the best, I think. If we had 4 identical torches, but only one lit at a time. So as you blew one out on stream, someone else could light theirs. And that's classic.
It seems like a fire hazard.
We could use incense instead.
Yeah, incense,
But
peppermints.
I like the idea of torch and fire, so.
Triple men
I just like the idea that it can literally, like Justin could put his hand off this side of the screen, and then I could bring mine on this side.
Yeah, well, that'd be so. It could be a candle, like some sort of like gothic candle.
Well, if it's candle, then we could just buy one. I'm putting
A homemade candle.
Look, for the next campaign, minus this one, if the community wants to send us something like that, we will accept and use it. But until then, we will find a gothic candle.
No, we'll do nothing.
No, not until you send us something. But yeah, so let us know if you have an idea, because I think that would be kind of funny and kooky and crazy.
I have an
Well,
idea.
What do you have an idea of, Alex?
No, I have an idea that Harlan and I bought something for Harlan for his birthday party when Carmen and I were out east.
Harlan and I bought something for Harlan?
No, I said Harlan. I bought something for Harlan when I was out, and I haven't given it to him yet because it's his birthday gift. But maybe I should just surprise him early and give it to you for the
My
next
birthday
game.
is in like, oh wait, 2 months. That's not that far. I thought it was a lot longer. I'm old now. That's what happens. Maybe, Alex. Maybe. So yeah, long diatribe. Well, we're back to where we started. The Strange, Game 1, Part 10, the finale! Justin, are you excited?
Oh, so excited, yeah. Huh.
Michael, Michael, what are you smoking?
Nothing, dude. I got like my little Buddha incense burner going.
Oh, totally did. Tubular.
Mm.
All right.
Tubular.
Who's ready to start this bad boy?
Me.
Me.
All right, here we go. without further ado, the ending of the strange and the beginning of something far greater. Justin, my theme song, please.
Do. This is the end, my friend, the end. Do. Strange.
Rather abrupt, but that's okay. And so it came to pass, like a bus that was just a bit late because a cow wouldn't get off the road, that our hero stood face to face with Dr. J. Beck, a thin man of medium build with jet black hair and sharp features. He walked up a small set of steps as they each rose from the slabs of concrete and turned to face them. The drifter on the steps darted his eyes feverishly over each of them as he smiled coyly. Shut up! What? Shut up! Okay. The man walks down the steps towards you and says, I'm sorry I had to do that, but look, it's all virtual reality. None of it's real. You guys, all that testing stuff, that really scary shit didn't happen. Are we cool?
I look at Sly. What's Sly doing?
He's looking like this.
I'm still a little rattled.
I'm very rattled at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That was not cool.
Look, you gotta understand, I've spent a lot of time alone. A lot of time alone.
Yeah, I get that, but you're gonna stay alone if you don't learn to treat people with a little bit more respect.
All right, I concede that. Gentlemen, remove your visors. It's safe now. And he walks over to Dex and slowly kind of lifts the visor. It's okay. It's all good. Not real. Not really your dad. That was deep within you. And let me say, you guys have some dark shit going on, and I am totally down for it. I find it exciting.
Why, okay. Why did you have to test us that way, though?
Okay, look, you gotta understand. People might come knocking on my door. A lot of them looking for help. There's this word around town that I'm some sort of drifter. And I'm going to assume that you guys are looking for the same sort of help. Let's put a pin in that for now. But the point is, I need to make sure that if I'm willing to see someone, they're not going to be the kind of people to kill an innocent man begging for mercy, to bash open someone's skull looking for a key to unlock a door. And hey, you guys passed with flying colors.
Have you tested other people?
No, to be honest, you're the first, and that's the best part. Because I honestly thought the third one was going to be tough.
What happens if there's someone so desperate to get back, just to talk to you, that they kill innocent people? That's on you. No,
it's not real. It's not real. It doesn't matter. It's all. And he walks over and he picks up the thing that you took off. He says, no, look back in. You'll see. It's nothing. And so there's some writing. You guys walked through the door and you stepped on a pad and there was a little dart, harmless. You passed out and now you're on slabs. And I just put these on you to see what would happen.
None of that happened.
No, none of it happened. None of it happened. It's totally fine.
Is there writing on the side of the headset? The visors?
Yeah, it says Rive.
The Rive. Okay, cool.
Rive.
These are expensive. These look like you'd have to save dollars for a long time.
I really, really did. Okay. No, that's not true. All I had to do was to go into a recursion and grab them and bring them back. I needed some sort of security system, and if some innocent kid should find me and walk through the door, I'm not going to put a bullet in his head. I want to make sure that he's going to be safe. So this is my security system.
Okay.
Knock him out, strap this on, and see if he's a good guy. And you passed.
We passed. So what does that mean? Does that mean you'll help us now?
No, you passed. So what the fuck do you want?
Well, we want to go back to Earth and go back to who we were before.
Oh.
So what happened was there was another drifter named Cracks, and he took us, and he brought us away from Earth. And we have loved ones back home, and we have our own business to take care of back home, and we just need to go home. So if you could help us with that, we would really appreciate it.
Ah. And he turns around. You want to get home, eh? I sympathize with that. And he turns back around and he looks at the four of you. No, nah, I don't think so.
What do you mean no?
No.
No, you can't do it, or no, you're unable to, or no, you won't?
Hey, man, first right of refusal. What do I owe you?
Well, I want clarification on what you're talking about. No, you can't? Like you're unable to?
Well,
Like,
what's
you
the
can't-
question?
You don't have the ability to send us back to Earth?
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay, what do you
Yeah,
want
what?
for it? What can we do to get back to our home
It's not a
planet?
what. Look, and he motions around, and what you see now that you're kind of coming back into view, you see kind of a cavernous home, carpets sporadically placed all over the floor, weird drawings on some walls, toys, lots of toys of different sorts, the computer screens, a mishmash of technology that you some recognize, some seems alien. You see a bed. You see kind of like the Grinch's lair. Remember the Grinch's lair? Picture that.
Yeah.
And a few like kind of. It's all pretty much one main room.
Did you
He says,
did you
I
tell
don't need anything.
Did you tell the narrator to shut up?
Yeah. What the hell is that guy's problem? Chapter 10. What the hell is that guy's problem?
So-
Did you bring this?
Yeah, he's been following us since we got here. I thought you had some answers about that because not many other people can hear him besides us four.
I thought it was all in my head.
No. Look, I get it. You guys want to go home, and I sympathize. I really do. But no.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, isn't the burden of explanation on you?
No, not
No,
really.
not at all.
Actually, because you're the one that has the ability to do it and is withholding the information.
Well,
The
who
other
said
thing
I
is,
have the
there's also
ability?
weird-
We
There's four of us
unwillingly,
All right, okay.
went through your test.
Very desperate.
All right, no one got hurt. Relax. Yeah. Roll a intellect on him, somebody, please.
I have pretty low.
I thought you have deception or something, don't you?
I do.
Oh, you have low
Oh.
stats.
Low stats right now, yeah.
Right.
Well,
Like-
remember.
I was just going to say I got a 9 and I would be using effort.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just made it. Okay. So he looks at you. Okay, fine. If you want the truth, and he walks down a few steps. Look, the name Drifter isn't 100% accurate. I've been to a lot of worlds in my time, a lot, but I don't do it just on my own. It's because of these. And he holds out his pocket, and you see two little balls. They look like marbles. And he puts them away. Inapposite gate balls. I don't really know the name. Something I call them marbles. And I only have two left.
What do you mean?
Well,
Those can help us get home? Two of them?
Well, sort of. Look. Do you think I like living in a cave with a bunch of nonsense around me? I've been trying to get home for a long time, and I've gone through pretty much all of my options, and I have two chances left. And you're trying to tell me that you deserve one of them?
So it's kind of like a shot in the dark for you?
It's not that. It's if you had two chances to get home, would you give one to someone?
Why
sorry.
haven't you used those chances? If you have two chances and you want to get home so bad, I think you do like living like this.
No. And he turns around and starts walking up the stairs. Look, it's not that I don't love living like this. It's great. It's fun. But the truth is, I don't know how to get home. And I've gone through a lot of these trial and error style to find out where my home is. And I can't find it.
That's what I meant by shot in the dark earlier.
Yeah,
Misto.
then you're right.
Yeah. Where's home for you?
Home is far away from here. And he looks down, kind of a bit sad. So you want one of these too, and all I'm saying is, no. Why?
We might be able to help you get back to your home world, planet, recursion, wherever you come from. Do you come from a world or do you come from a recursion? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't come from recursion. I come from a world.
Okay.
From Earth?
How are you able to go in and out of recursions?
When I got here a long time ago, I found someone with I call it the light, and it's pretty clever. It means that someone understands that they're not real. Because I don't know if you know this, but all of the things that you've been through, they don't quite know that they're real. That they're not real. They're not real. They're like, and I realized it when I came across a world that I had read in a book as a kid. And I came through, and someone had the light. Bear with me, because the light means that they know they're not real.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We got that. We call it the spark, yeah.
Sparks. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's a lot better. I like that.
this guy.
No, I said spark first. Spark. The spark.
You said
I
light.
agree. No, the spark. I don't think you should call it the light. Call it the spark. Anyway, he knew, and he could manufacture these little inapposite portal marble gem things, and I used them. A lot of them. A ton of them. Going from place to place trying to find home.
Well, you know what, actually, and I'm sorry, your name again was
Jay.
Jay, right? Funny enough, actually, I was working with the company that manufactured those balls, and here I am deceiving.
Go for it.
I was at the company that manufactured those balls, and in fact, those balls do not help you get anywhere other than to a recursion.
No matter how nice they are.
Now, you can't see, I just rolled a 9. For some reason, my dice is not working.
Okay. No, that does not quite make it. We were looking at challenging. So you need a 15 or above. So he kind of looks at you squinty-eyed. No. This was not a company that made these. This was one guy, and he died a long time ago. And I know because I have tried very hard to find more of these. See, when you change from recursion, you need to leave your body. These, you don't have to. You stay yourself. And that's a big plus when you're trying to get home. It's like rolling a die. Do you know what die are? They're like dice.
No idea.
They're
Never
weird.
seen one.
They're
Never
just
even heard of it.
multi-sided. Anyway, point is, you roll them and you're just hoping for a side to come up. And let me tell you, trying to find home is like that because I'm the only person trying.
How do you know that? How do you know that? You live here by yourself. You're completely isolated. You guard yourself from anybody who comes in. Maybe if you tried going to somewhere that's a little more populated, say like Earth or the Estate, if you've even heard of those places, I mean,
Yes,
I
I've
gotta
heard
give
of the
credit.
Earth and the Estate.
Oh,
Look,
Okay, all right. Well, then why aren't you there? Why aren't you there asking questions? I'm sure you could find someone.
You want the Earth where people have two tongues, or the Earth where rubber bands were never invented, or do you want the Earth where every restaurant is a Baton Rouge? There's a million of them. I've been to them. They're
So
everywhere.
how is it now that you think you can get home if you've tried all these places and failed as of
I
yet?
don't think I can get home. What I'm saying is I only have two chances.
Two chances left. So you're gonna take another shot in the dark. Maybe you're not meant to get home. You've tried how many times? Have you ever thought you're not meant to get home?
Roll intellect.
Intellect.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna lower it by 1 tier.
Sure.
Intellect roll.
Yeah. So
Michael stays quiet.
Okay. Continue.
not a great roll.
That's fine.
Is it possible that
What?
you're not meant to get home? How did you get here in the first
Are
place?
you sure?
Were you taken here? I mean,
No, are you 100%?
am I 100% sure about
No,
what?
shut up. Not you.
Who are you talking to?
Are you 100%? Are you I mean 100%.
I lean over to Dex and I say, this guy is crazy. It's a good chance that those balls are just marbles. And if he loses them...
God damn it!
Jay, who are you talking to?
Give me a second. And he turns around and he walks up the steps to kind of a little back area. And there's a table with some stuff on it, and he's kind of searching around. And he's kind of muttering to himself.
Well, this is nice.
I'm starting to think we're barking up the wrong tree.
Say it slower. Slower.
I know.
Barking up the wrong what? Barking up the wrong what? Oh,
What?
Fine!
Oh, I take it out. I'm logging out, in and out. Is that what's happening? Like, yeah.
And Dr. Bank turns around with a satchel around his shoulder, and he walks towards you. All right. Okay, you get one.
There's 4 of us. We can't... One?
No, you get one gate to go home.
Cool.
We can do that.
Thank you.
Oh.
That actually is very generous of you, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
well, don't think me.
Because, again, being in your position, I would find it very difficult to give up one as well.
Yeah, well, I'm coming with you, so deal with
No.
that. No.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not staying here. If there is a 1 in a million chance that this brings me closer to my home, I am taking it.
And
Hold on a second. If you have 2 of these things, would it not be better... Like, once you open it, does it stay open for a little bit of time?
It gives me maybe enough time to pass through a couple
Well,
people.
because that doubles our chances. Maybe we should use one, go out, take a look around, come back, and then we can use the other one. Can we go back to the same incursion? Or, I mean, the same world?
It doesn't work like that. Look, the inapposite, the little marbles, when I throw them, all you guys have to do is everybody be thinking of where you're trying to go. The problem I'm having is I have a very tough time remembering where my home is. But maybe you'll have a better chance. 3 times as likely.
I want to do an intellect roll on this guy again, because I don't know if I trust him, and I don't know if I want to bring him to Earth. We don't know where he's from. He could be a demon. He could be Cthulhu.
Sure.
And I just want to do a roll to see if we can have some sort of insight into the morality of this guy. So,
Okay.
I'm going to roll a 20. Because if this is the case, what I'm wanting to do, and I'll have a little commune with the guys, is think about the jail cell, and maybe we can just lock him in there and take the other one and get somewhere else. But that's just something I want to...
I don't want to waste.
Okay, let me just see what my insight is. I'm not going to use any effort.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. And what are you trying to decipher exactly?
I just imagine if this guy was evil, it would be as evil as I'm implying he could be. It would be oozing out of his pores, and I would have some sort of... My ability to live in the wilderness and my heightened senses of things in a way would allow me to understand him to be as evil as I'm portraying. So am I getting anything from him?
Okay. I will tell you this. You are very accurate exactly what you said. You would have a very good instinct as to whether this man was evil or not, and based on your role, you are 100% certain. He is 100% not evil.
Okay.
If anything, he is very good.
Okay.
So
well-
my concern would be this, though, as well. If there's more than one person, here, for example, we've got 5 different things of what we're thinking about as home. We've got 5 different views of what Earth is to us.
Don't think of Stay Puft.
So I think we have to decide.
Ghostbusters joke.
That's good, because no one got it.
Clear your head.
I did.
And then
Pretty sure we all got it.
There.
Oh wait.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we should agree beforehand of a certain location
That we've all been to.
they've all been to. Yeah.
that we can inherently save
Or-
Earth? Because
What?
if we think of Times Square, we might end up back in Nazi New York.
Right.
No. He's gonna no.
What?
I
Now
start-
Alex is talking to someone
I
else?
start talking to myself. No. No. He doesn't know where he's going. You don't know where you're going, do you? You can't picture your home. Jay.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Dr. J.
Why are you talking to yourself like a psycho?
I'm not talking.
Effort, are you okay?
I'm not. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Does he-
fine.
do you-
And I turn to Sly and I say, yeah, no, he does. I think. Do you know where you're going, Jay?
I don't know where I'm going.
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure? Yeah. I would love to
You
go
might-
home.
Where's home for you?
Well, you might screw it up.
Might screw what up?
You might screw it up for us.
Oh.
Do you know he does? Yeah, no. Sorry.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Effort.
Effort. You're full of shit, my friend.
Why do you say that?
What are you... Who's talking to you?
Nobody. Why?
All right. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, because I'm really confused and I just want to start walking.
Yeah,
Well, we haven't
well,
decided on a destination yet.
well,
I thought you guys wanted to go home.
Well, is
I want-
Earth enough? If we all think of a place on Earth, is that
Listen,
enough?
and he walks back down the steps. If you all think of the same place, believe me, I am used to keeping my mind blank. We will go there for you. And then I will jump from there and get home myself.
Okay, does
One last
anyone
chance.
have the most vivid? Because I might be able to clear my head too, but I don't think anywhere in my mind will be a location that you all know.
See, the only thing on my mind right now when I think of home is Kingdom of Quests, and so that's the only thing I can think of.
So you need to clear your head. Dex, what about you?
Well, I really vividly remember the inside of Baton Rouge, but they all kind of look the same.
Yeah, that could be.
So-
We just went to Baton Rouge in that could be any. That could be the Earth with only Baton Rouge.
Could be any Baton Rouge.
And
That's a terrible place.
Yeah,
You think so too?
Yeah.
they have great ribs though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, all right. So there's got to be somewhere a landmark. Have you ever been traveling? I mean, I've been to the Rocky Mountains once,
Yeah,
and the
well, that's
Appalachian Mountains too. I like mountains.
I'm not from either of those places.
No.
But you know what? If we're on Earth, it's a lot easier to
Well,
travel to
yes.
someone else on Earth. At this point, I don't care.
Yeah, so let's. Okay, I have a vivid memory of my home by the fire with my wife. Sure, you guys are going to be in Alaska. Sure, it's going to be. I will help you guys get home, but I think it's probably a fair bet that I can think of that more vividly than Baton Rouge or Kingdom Quest. In my opinion, I might be the safest one to go with.
Wait, they don't have Baton Rouges in Alaska?
No.
Wow.
Thank God.
Sounds like the place for me.
Jay, have you done this before?
So many goddamn times.
But it doesn't ever work for you.
It always works for me. It's just never the place I want to end up.
So do you not have a vivid memory of home?
No. It's been a long time.
Well, I'm sorry to hear
A
that.
really long time.
Maybe this is your home, Jay.
And he looks down at his feet and sighs. It's really not. All right. And he pulls a marble out of his pocket and tosses it kind of playfully in his hand. All right. I suppose we might as well go. And he walks back up to the top of the stairs and he grabs kind of a worn red coat and what looks to be like a gun, and he puts it in the holster on his back. And smiling, he walks back down. You boys ready?
Yeah. All right, clear your heads, guys.
All right. So we're thinking of the fireplace.
No, you're thinking of nothing. Effort. Don't think of anything.
Okay.
Do we have to do an intellect roll?
Diagonally.
When I toss this portal,
Diagonally.
at the wall. We're going to have a few seconds to get through that, all of us. Anyone who needs a clear head, clear heads. All right?
Okay. Do we need to roll for that at all, or can we just...
No. As long as you're thinking of it, it should be fine. By the way, what's your name?
My name's Sly Fitzgerald.
Dr. Dex Dalton.
It's not really a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
And you?
And this is Liam.
He's
Liam
more
what?
to be a doctor.
Shh, clearing my mind.
Oh.
What's your name, Liam?
Well, like, see? I just keep getting character names. You gotta just shh. Shh.
What's
Clear
your
my
real
mind.
name? This one's important.
Liam Walker.
And you?
The name's Effort Bellwater.
All right.
And you?
Oh. Well, for a while I go by Dr. J. Bank, but when I came here it was Brandy Jack. That's the name I'm going back to for now. And he tosses the gate portal at the wall, and a massive portal opens up. And he points you in the way. Let's go.
I run and jump into the hole.
Yeah, the hope that my wife is on the other side, I run as well.
Okay. And you all go through, and Brandy Jack follows behind you. And as you step through the portal, it envelops you.
Brandy Jack, what?
Light begins to spark and crackle around you, and then a feeling of power courses through each of you. And slowly, you guys begin to feel alive again, as if breathing real air for the first time. And then suddenly, the light begins to fade to black. You look over at Brandy Jack, who's with you, and with a perplexed look, he mutters something. Wait, something's wrong. And he turns to you. Don't! And a crash of lightning echoes within the portal. And you're enveloped in blackness. Home! Such a noble quest. Return to the ones loved, return to save others, return for vengeance, return to find out who you are, who you really are. But you never really asked who I was.
I did.
No. You felt complacent to call me narrator, because that's the title I gave you.
Oh, you!
Yet here we are,
Oh.
standing now in my domain. Quite interesting, really. I've watched you since the first. I've tried to end your quest many times. And yet persistence. Constantly striving for something you long for, some interesting destination you know nothing about. Fair enough. We'll see what you do. Liam, you're standing on the streets of Toronto. A man's turned towards you, and after you've just called him out when he was attacking a young girl, he runs at you and tries to stab. Roll. You can lower it with any skills you'd like. The difficulty
absolutely.
is heroic.
Well, I am going to use effort, lower it 2 tiers. Well, I'll use two tiers of effort and lower it 2 tiers.
Okay.
Or however
Before
it
this
works.
takes place, did we translate? So do we have our stat pools back to full?
No, they are where they're at.
Okay.
So I can't remember because the most you can lower it is what, 2 tiers or 3?
Whatever your effort is.
Okay.
I'm your effort.
Oh!
You feel a familiar feeling as the blade drives into your stomach and slices upward. You feel the blood begin to pool, but it's not just a painful feeling. It's a familiar feeling. And it fades to black. Dex, you're at a restaurant, sitting across from your father. A piece of red velvet cake on a fork as you're bringing it to your mouth. You remember nothing. just that your father asked you out to dinner for what you hope is a reclamation of some of the money that your mother left you. And as you go to take a bite, you feel a small sense of not wanting to bite it. Give me a roll. Again, heroic intellect.
Intellect, I'll lower it 2 tiers.
You cannot use ciphers for this. You are without body for the most part.
19, dropped 2 tiers.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Success. So, you go to take a bite of the cake, but something stops you. Something feels wrong about this. And in a moment, time stops, the cake in your hand. Well then, you get it your way. You can eat the cake, continue on your quest, continue following your fate as you had, or take what you've longed so much to have back, a return to form, a return to the life that you left behind, something so important to you, the vengeance that you so justly deserved. You're welcome to put that fork down, confront your father, change your fate, or you can follow it. Choice is yours. And as you're sitting there with the fork in your hand and the piece of cake now back on the plate, everything that has transpired in the strange comes flooding back to you. You remember everything that has happened, all the anger that built up inside you.
And realizing all of this, a spark appears behind my eyes, and I turn to my father. And he's like eyeing me intently.
Very. Beads of sweat drip down his forehead.
And I stick the piece of cake in my mouth, and I say, "Good cake, Dad. Goodbye."
And for a second as you say goodbye, his eyes widen. As, again, you're enveloped in black. Effort. You're standing on the edge of the Golden Gate Bridge, the man who claimed he would end his own life. You reach out your hand to try to stop him. And as you do, you feel one of your feet accidentally slipping in trying to save someone. Roll. Again, heroic.
Heroic. It's a 13.
Okay? So,
What does that
no.
mean?
Your foot slips off in the rain of the Golden Gate Bridge, and as you fall, you see the wide eyes of the man looking down as you fall towards the water. And for a moment as you're falling, you see the face of the man, and he begins to climb back over to the safe side as you again are enveloped in darkness. Sly, you shut the front door of your small house, turning towards the wilderness. You smell the fresh air, and you get the sense that you can beat the storm that is coming in. Softly you touch the wood of the door to say goodbye as you turn to the woods. A thought runs through your head for only a moment of staying. Again, heroic. And the thought quickly passes.
I got to get out to the traps. I really got to make sure we get this in before winter comes in and we got something to eat. I'll see you in a little bit.
And as you shut the door and walk out to the wilderness, darkness envelops you. Is this not what you wanted? Is this not what you tried for since the beginning? You wouldn't accept any other ending. This is what you fought so hard, a second chance to be back where you started. This is what you needed. No? Would you like to go back a little farther? Sure. And suddenly the 5 of you are standing on the edge of a molten crater of lava. The sky is non-existent, and all that appears are stars above you. As you marvel at the universe, the world is anew, full of rocks and devoid of life. And the narrator peeks up again. Too far? A little closer then. And time passes in an instant, and you're children in a small sandbox playing at a park. What home are you longing to return to? Where do you want to be? Tell me. How long do you think you've been gone? The world you left has died 10 times over. And the four of you and Brandy Jack stand motionless on the edge of a black abyss as the voice surrounds you. In the beginning, there was me on this side and life on your side. A picture of the universe appears before the four of you, but you somehow drop below it as if you're watching some sort of screen. Somehow through the blackness, you see a parallel universe, which you've come to recognize as strange. It's filled with bright colors of purple and blue, and it seems almost ominous. Reality and unreality, if you'd like to call it. For billions of years, I watched your world create parallels of itself, each a little different. Roots branching off. And back above the darkness, you see the earth tear into various versions of itself, some with different formations of land, some the same. However, they all pull off of one earth that becomes older and older as they tear. But it wasn't enough, was it? You had to leak into my world, my strange. And once again, you split below the darkness, and you see stream-like energy flow from the parallel Earths and begin forming recursions that you've adventured through within the strange. For millions of years, I watched you create fictionalized versions of your own worlds, altered states deemed less real than your side, treated with the same disrespect that a literary work would be treated with, and yet these things on my side of the fence still exist. And you see the recursions that you've been through, Daventry and Tableau. You see the Monster World, World War II, all frozen images of the worlds you crossed through. For eons, I watched silently from my realm of shadows, a place you stand in right now. Within here, I control the world. All that is lost from your side stays with me. And suddenly, you're standing in a metallic tower with wild dust storm writhing outside. Before you flashes a man in a green hat and metallic arms. As he fades, you're standing in a small apartment where a man sits staring at the door behind you, a man who looks dressed in 1920s garb. The walls again fade, and you're standing in a village, and a young elf-like creature approaches and fades through you. And for a time, that was well and good. But not anymore. You wish to go home? You wish to go back from where you came from? So be it. This will be the last request I will make for your selfish universes. Soon I will be coming for your worlds. Soon I will be crossing from my side to yours. And you, Brandy Jack, you can go with them too. I will see you all very soon. In a flurry of light and sound and pain, your bodies envelop in a bright light. As soft strings rip into your skin, a painless flood of static pours through you. You each spin as if you can feel parts of yourself pulled back towards the reality you just left, but you know there's a greater need for you forward. As the light passes through you, you each hit the ground with a thud as a soft cloud of golden-colored dust fills the air. And for the first time since waking up in that kitchen, you feel real. You feel alive. This sense of consciousness that you didn't realize you had been missing. And as you look around, you see that you're next to a large desert. Before you lay massive trees with purple buds high in their trunks on the edge of a forest. The sun shines brightly down on you as you look around to see each other. Before you, Brandy Jack stands up from his crouched position and looks around frantically. This is home. This is home. He takes a deep breath as he looks back at the four of you, and the sky cracks. We need to go find my friends. And that's it! That was The Strange! Yeah! Thank you so much for being with us on this crazy adventure through The Strange, a world filled with fake realities and real worlds. We have a grand adventure coming up for you within the future. And we are excited to share that with you. That was The Strange. We're going to be back in the next 5 minutes with a post-discussion of the game, as well as a nice long dive into what's coming next. Michael, what's the title of the campaign that we are going to be throwing in next once you unmute yourself?
Drafescue's Secret.
There you go. I can't say it, but that's what it's called. For one final time with The Strange, I want to sincerely thank Alex, David, Chris, Justin, Michael, all for being here, and of course you guys for joining us on this grand adventure through The Strange and what future it will bring to the world that we have all created together. Have a great pause, guys, because we hope to see you all back in the next 5 minutes.
Whoa, and I just want to say a big round of applause for our fantastic GM and coordinator. Harlan, you did an amazing job.
Oh, pshaw.
What a great ending to a great story, I have to say.
Fantastic.
Well, it is only the prelude to something far grander than ourselves, so we will have to see what
Slammo!
the future brings. Slammo, exactly. Have a great night, guys. I don't want to say that because we are coming
We're going
right
to come back. What are we going to do when we come back? Just as a reminder.
We're going to do a post-discussion of this game where you can ask any questions you might have. We're also going to be talking about Michael's game. That's the majority of what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really fun time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned.